Hello everybody, and welcome back. Sher is here in the Western Guard Camp. Last episode we talked a lot about all of the gifts and claims and that kind of thing. And we did not turn in any quests that we had completed last episode. So first thing today, we are going to start on that. If you enjoy my channel, please subscribe. I do appreciate it very, very much. All right, Cliff is inside the tent, so we're going to go talk to him.
Trust me, he told me there is another imp leader. Tiny Nose told me.
Where is he?
A cave. The imp cave.
Search party.
On standby.
So, northeast. You there, go with them.
Yes, sir.
2 imp leaders. This won't be easy. I'm Cliff, captain of the Western Guard Camp.
We're currently in a meeting. We're at a crucial moment to put an end to this conflict once and for all.
Recently, the imp captain, Red Nose, has been causing trouble.
Thank you so much for giving us information regarding the imps in such detail.
Cannot be trusted.
It'll help our Western Guard camp move forward.
Grand Chamberlain Jordan. He cannot be
Destroying the
trusted.
imp defense towers and ambulance is a great deal. I'm sure it weakened them
Grand
greatly.
Chamberlain Jordan.
Well, it was fun too. I enjoyed it very much, sir. So,
Armstrong shall be the man to look for if you want to learn more combat skills.
you heard him say Armstrong is the one to look for if you want to learn more combat skills. Actually, it's very important to listen to what the NPCs say, because a lot of times they will give you hints and tips about where to go for certain things. And as you will find out as we move forward this morning. Now we finished turning in all 3 of those quests and we got our rewards. He has something to chat about. Basic etiquette.
He cannot be trusted.
I'm busy coming up with a strategy. If it's not urgent, can you talk to Jamie? He's at the east entrance. There was another chat option.
Trusted.
Spoiled Jarette. Now, a lot of times when you see the question mark next to the head and you see this little arm dude, that means that you're going to gain some knowledge from that chat.
He cannot be
So I'm going to click on it and it says here, the spectrum of your knowledge is growing.
Grand Chamberlain Jordan.
Now recall Jarette was the princess lady that was over at Ancient Stone Chamber.
He cannot be trusted.
Was Jarette being rude? Please understand, she was spoiled in her youth.
He cannot be trusted.
Moreover, Carolyn's not here,
Grand Chamberlain.
which makes it worse. Everyone pampers her because she's the Lord's daughter, so she takes it for granted. Yeah, I kind of figured that.
He cannot be trusted.
Perhaps she's bored at the Western Guard camp, but she's a good person at heart. I hope you can see that. Well, I don't really know her well enough yet, so I don't know. No comment.
Grand Chamberlain Jordan.
Lots of work to be done here at the camp.
Trusted.
Thank God Jamie and Hessenvale are so capable. So there's another name that we need to check out, Hessenvale.
Cannot be trusted.
So we're going to go for the main quest.
Grand Chamberlain.
Oh, you must be the adventurer Phinia mentioned. Thank you for taking care of the safety of the Western Guard camp.
Chamberlain Jordan. He cannot be trusted.
Red Nose, do you know him? Well, I've heard a little bit about him.
Grand Chamberlain.
I've heard he's kind of a bad dude.
He cannot be trusted.
Well, the artifacts inside the stone chamber, that's how he gained all of his power.
He cannot be trusted.
We were just talking about who to entrust our mission to.
Grand Chamberlain.
We seek someone who can break through the Steel Imps' offensive line, find their captain, Red Nose. Phineas strongly recommended you.
Grand Chamberlain.
Oh.
Jordan.
What do you think?
He cannot be trusted.
Do you think you can take this on? I can see the determination in your sparkling eyes. Great. However, you have to prepare yourself. Okay? Why don't you meet our blacksmith, Miguel? He's prepared gear for the upcoming battle. Cliff said that we need to prepare ourselves before ambushing the Imp Cave and suggested you go meet Miguel, the blacksmith of Western Guard Camp. So we're going to do that, and we're going to pick up some gear. And that is that.
He cannot be trusted.
Now we have only one new quest. It is a great idea when you go to a new area, especially if it's a building, to check around and see if there's anything that you can interact with. Because that you could pick up things. You can pick up information by interacting with any of the NPCs that are in the building. So real quick, I'm going to give you an example of what this is like. If we come over here next to Captain Cliff, and we can interact with this soldier, we're going to go ahead and try that. Now, she doesn't have anything for me, but you want to always check and see if there's any hints here. So she doesn't have anything, we're going to move on. And this only takes a moment, and I really highly recommend it. This gentleman here, same thing. If we move over to this one, however, we click on him and hit R. He actually has a chat for us. Now, there was no way to know that just by looking at him. He's the same as the other soldiers. So this is important why you want to do this. So we're going to click on chat, and he's going to give us some more knowledge. The Burden of Leadership. It's a book written by Captain Cliff about the qualities, role, and responsibilities of a leader. You can learn about the burden of leadership from this book. So he has given us not a quest, but a hint. And if you come over here to this table, which is another reason why you want to explore, you will see on the table there's a book you can interact with. Serendia, The Glorious History. So we want to pick that up. A book written by Cliff about his war experiences. We want to examine. We're going to pick up more knowledge. It was written by Cliff 32 years ago. We won! Calphion's crimson dragon finally knelt in front of Serendia's honorable white horse. So you've got that. And you don't pick it up, but you have gained knowledge. Now, the knowledge is going to be important because down the road as we go, you're going to run into NPCs that want to talk about that book. And that gives you an up on what to discuss with them. And we're going to go over all of that when we do the Amity system. So, besides that, there isn't anybody else in here that will give us any information. So I'm not going to talk to anybody else at the moment. But going forward, make sure that you try to do that if you get the opportunity and are interested in getting knowledge. Now, other things you can do with your bare hands is you can check around the room to see. Now, here's a small box, and it says I can gather. Now, my gathering is not very high because I haven't done any. I don't have any tools. You don't need tools for this. You can gather with your bare hands. Sometimes you will get items out of boxes and chests and barrels, and I did. So I want to see what I got. I got an HP recover scroll. So when I use this, it'll recover my HP by 25 for 5 minutes. So I want to pick that up for sure. So this is also another reason. A lot of other things that you check on as you go around. You may not be able to click on something the first time through, come back later, might change. Now, this is a high quality rack. This just gives a description, but doesn't give us anything. So that is that. I'm going to check over here. Here's another small box. I'm going to open that. I didn't get anything. Now, this is also an activity that you can do at any time. You don't have to do the searching every time you go somewhere new, which I am not going to do today other than to point out anything interesting that pertains to the episode today. You come back to the Western Guard camp and do this later. Maybe do this once your gathering gets up. You might get more interesting items out of the boxes and barrels and whatnot in the area. We want to go ahead and speak to Miguel and pick up our piece of armor.
Defense is survival. Don't hesitate investing in armor.
These muscles? They're for the captain. Do you want to know why I'm so toned? Actually, I hadn't really noticed. You can't just claim loyalty, you have to live it.
I don't wear armor. Why not? I can't breathe in it.
Welcome. The mercenary who has the trust of Captain Cliff, are ya? Well, I'd like to challenge you to a duel sometime, but for now, here is the armor that the captain wanted me to give you. Oh, well, thank you, Miguel.
My muscles follow only the commands of Captain Cliff.
Blacksmith of Western Guard Camp. What do you think? Do you like the armor I gave you? If you're looking for better gear, come visit me anytime. I will, Miguel. My shop's always open for adventurers like you, but you'll have to pay the price for it, of course. Of course. Fenia's waiting for you over there. Did you forget already? She's the captain you saved. Oh, no, I remember Fenia.
Loyalty is only earned. My favorite line, that is.
So, I'm going to go over to Fenia, and she is over here.
Are you here to meet with Captain Cliff?
Captain Cliff is doing his best to manage the Western Guard camp.
Everyone here believes in the captain.
Oh, you're here. I'd like to thank you again. The wagon is broken, but everyone was able to return safely. Oh, good. Happy to hear.
It's worrisome with the number of the wounded increasing.
I can only offer you my thanks. Oh, how long will it take for people to get tired of war? Oh, you know what, ma'am? War has been going on forever. I think until man no longer has an ego or greed. Other than that, I think we're screwed. Let's try to chat with her, see if she has anything to say. Capturing a monster. Ooh. There are many ways to capture monsters alive. One of the best ways is to use other monsters. Such as, making use of ogre excrement. Other monsters seem to be afraid of this stuff. So now we're going to pick up her main quest. The Steel Imp Offensive. The fate of this camp's on you. If you win this battle, we might be able to return to Heidel. Oh dear. You must defeat the Steel Imps first, in order to summon Red Nose. The Steel Imps are much stronger than any imp you've faced thus far. But since they're the closest to Red Nose, you'll be able to find traces of him once you defeat them. So now we have to go and kill some Steel Imps. Definitely do that.
One of my soldiers at the security tower knows about Forest of Seclusion.
There, that's an important tip. So she just told us that there's a soldier at one of these towers here in camp that can give us some more knowledge. So we're going to go do that right away. And there's two towers. There's that tower there, which doesn't appear to be anybody up on top. We can't really tell from here. But we're going to go over to this tower over here, because I believe that is where the gentleman is that she is mentioning that we speak to if we want to know more information. Now, in this game, you have to do climbing and jumping quite a bit. And this will be your first climbing exercise. So to climb up ladders, you just hit the R key, and you're going to get this little window pop up with help on how to go up and down and whatnot. So we just hit our W key, and we're going to go up. We want to go to the very top of this tower. Get on again. Go up. And here we are. And here's a soldier, and you get quite a view in this area. Very nice, very nice. So let's speak with him. We're surveilling for any suspicious movement. Forest of Seclusion. Do you see the foggy area over there? That's the Forest of Seclusion. I don't even want to think about what happened last time. I got lost in there and had to wander around for a while because of the fog. Then I ran around like a madman for a bit. I found something called the fairy nest. Oh, interesting. I don't remember what happened after that. It's a miracle I came back alive. Anyway, that place is spooky. Here we go. So he has told us about a fairy nest that you can find in the Forest of Seclusion. So that's just some information for you to jot down for later. So now we can get on our ladder and we can go down. When you get close enough to the ground, you can just jump off. But jumping from high places in this game will damage your character and you can die from it. So I would not recommend it if you are on the top of a cliff or whatnot. If you got lucky like I just did, you can fall to the platform below, but that's up to you if you want to take that chance. Now from here I can probably jump off and I'm fine. We are level 10. We don't have enough skill points to level up anything at the moment. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put on my new armor that we just got. I'm going to save my scroll for possibly the Red Nose fight. And we are going to head on over to where these lines are, or the circles on their little map, to kill these steel imps. We need 5 of them. You're actually right outside the camp here. Now, the imps that you're going to need will have this quest objective over their heads. Then you just need to go out the direction you gotta get. Any of these pretty much will do it. Ooh, I got an A for that one. Alright. And I got a title. I'm level 11 now, so I'm going to go back and turn it in. Now this quest, the turn in is at this guard right here at the entrance to the camp. So we're just going to stop here. Speak with him. Wow, you must be pretty good. I heard that Captain Cliff trusts you greatly. Here, take this militia weapon. Don't let your guard down when you're fighting them. Oh, awesome. Thank you. And he's going to give me a quest. Clearing the area. Those imps have a camp to the north of here. The imps you defeated probably came from there. Okay, I can check it out. Well, it's too dangerous to go in deep. Missions are important, but your life is more important. Oh, don't worry about me. I think I can handle it. So we've got a new quest now, and I've also got a new item. It's a new weapon. So we're going to put that on. Alright, now the quest we have now is to kill 20 of these. But we're going to go over to the area that is closer to Red Nose. So I've got my auto travel on, and we're going to head over there. So I kind of want to get them in groups, if possible. Sometimes that's tough to do, but give it a go. We can go either area, over there or over here, wherever that circle is there. Any of these will work. Let's see, let me get back over here. Quite a few right here together. Let's see, this is a good spot here. Getting some more knowledge. Fantastic. We only have 3 more to get. Okay. Black Spirit. Why are these imps called steel imps? I've been curious about that. Maybe because they're as tough as steel. Well, they seem to be maybe a little tougher, but really they kind of go down pretty easy still. How about we give you a title? Steel Elder Gamer. It's funny, don't lie. I can see you're trying not to laugh. Main quest. Here we go, the Imp Stronghold. Well, so much for these steel imps, right? What a disappointment. Maybe we need to think again about adding steel in your name. Captain Cliff, he wanted you to track down Red Nose, right? That's the imp that stole one of the artifacts from the ancient chamber. I can sense him. He's near. The traces of his black energy are all too familiar. It's very old energy, too. And you are going to attack me. Bad idea, dude. Alright, so we need to get this guy back up. Special gift. Oh, he's going to give me some items to help get another one of those bags. That's fantastic. So now we are going to head over to the next location. We have a speed buff, which is great. You don't, if you have a mount, if you have a horse and you're going into combat like this, you know you're going to be in a dangerous area. You do not want to take your horse with you into that area because the mobs will kill your horse. And it's not good. If you lose your horse that way, it will show up in a stable for you to pick up. However, you will have to pay a large amount of coin to recover it and pull it back out again. So, not a good idea. Alright, we are here at our objective. So we're going to talk to Tiny Nose.
Shush! Shush!
Oh, sneaking up here without being noticed by Red Nose. That's really something.
We are finished
Human?
if the Red Nose catches us.
Stay back! Stay back! I don't want to get in trouble with the boss.
The Red Nose Club is enormous.
I don't like our boss, Red Nose. If I talk to humans, he punishes me. Why are you asking me about him? I have no intention of telling you anything. Tiny Nose points towards a wall inside the cave as he trembles in fear. Okay, let's check out
This
this.
cave connects from Logia Farm.
Let's go ahead and go over here where he wants us to go. Okay, hit more interactions. What do these markings possibly mean? Are they related to Red Nose, perhaps? I see, like, helmets and swords. I don't know. Okay. Other than that, I don't know what I'm looking at. There's an inscription on the wall. It looks like an ancient language. Okay, so that's what that is. Okay. Well, not that that's helpful, but... I don't think we'll be able to get any more clues from that little imp. At this rate, we won't be able to track down Red Nose either. Aha! There's somebody that can help us. But I get the impression that he might in fact be after me. So we need to talk to somebody named Uno, who's outside the cave. Okay, he's gonna give us that object from that previous quest. You want to get clear of any rocks and such before you hit your travel key if you're going automatically, because sometimes your character just doesn't go the smartest way. And here's Uno.
No one's studying the Imps, thus it is my duty to.
I believe in science, but that doesn't mean I disapprove of alchemy or magic. Mysterious phenomena occur in each of these fields. What do you think? Are you confused too? Well, I'm still a little confused, but I don't know if that has anything to do with what's going on here or not. You might need some time to figure things out like me. Yeah, let's take it slow. Oh, I plan to. You possess the black energy as well, right? I was doing some research on the black energy that's currently inside Red Nose.
The Imp you can talk to was in the cave. If my memory serves me right, his name is Tiny Nose.
Yeah, we talked to him. He wasn't any help, really. Red Nose always desired only power. The Black Spirit heard his lament and granted what he wished. But in return, Red Nose paid the price and was swallowed up by the darkness completely. Speaking of darkness, you seem perfectly fine. How's this possible? Wait, that's not important right now. What is the origin of Red Nose's black energy? We need to know where it came from to know how to proceed. He used to reside within the altar of Agris. I'm sure you'll find clues about his whereabouts there. Okay, so we need to go to the altar of Agris and see if we can find out any info. Apparently there's imps that hang out there, so we're supposed to get rid of them.
I'm looking for the Black Sphere. You should be careful too.
Alright. And I can see it over here. I'm just going to manually take myself. There's too many rocks around here that she could get hung up on. She's pretty good at that. So we've got lots of imps here we could take on, but I'm trying to get to the actual area. And yeah, there's this platform right here. Now, we have to kill 50 imps, but it should be fairly easy. I am going to just run up here into the middle and go to it. I think that my computer is doing some weird something or other, so I might get some skips in the video. I apologize for that. So what we can do while we wait for this to respawn is we can just go around and just heal. That's so much fun. I'm hiding over here. They're already popping back. We're at 41 of 50. It doesn't take too long if you can find a good spot. These guys over here. You always want to pick up the loot because there are certain exchange NPCs that will take the items that you find and give you better, more useful items. So until you know if there is one for that item, it's always a good idea to pick it up. And if nothing else, you can sell it to a vendor for some coin. Alright, so we're done with that. Let's speak to the Black Spirit. Update. We're going to get another inventory slot, which is very nice. We are also going to get the next quest. The dark energy that controlled Red Nose. Who knows? It could be the work of those imp wizards. Somehow I doubt that, Spirit. Well, let's take their staffs and investigate. They seem suspicious. And we're going to get our inventory expanded by 2 slots, which is always good to have. Now, this is the value pack, and it's going to give me 1 day. I've got 6 hours left, so I'm definitely going to take that. And now we're going to look for wizards. And the wizards are easy to find. Now, there's another circle over here. We're going to run to that one, because this one will have more wizards in the area. It's not this one, it's over here. Is it? Or is it that one? No, it's this one. This one has all kinds of wizards. so. I need more imps. Running away from me, dude. Okay. Here's a wizard. Got one staff. Steel imps out of the way. I need the warriors. Get that staff. Here. Nope, didn't get it. Got that done. Now we just need to get the imps now. One more. Done deal. So I'm gonna go over here where it's a little bit safer. Get away from any issues, hopefully. How is it? Do you feel lighter? Yes, thank you. I appreciate the pack. Red Nose's secret. Look, it's the cowardly Tiny Nose. He must muster up some courage to come all this way. It'd be fun to scare him, right? But it's not time to do that. Let's go talk to him. You are an evil little dude. I'm getting the vibe. Okay, so Tiny Nose is way over there, so we're going to head on over to him. Hello, Tiny Nose.
Shh, if others find out, we're done.
You're so persistent. You really want to know about the boss? No. Red Nose, in fact, it used to be bullied. It was because his nose was red like mine. Red Nose prayed every day. He wanted power so that he could rule everyone. That was when a dark energy surrounded him. Then Red Nose was overtaken by rage and desire for vengeance.
If the captain sees me talking to you, I'm dead.
Oh, don't worry. I won't let the captain hurt you. So we got some knowledge about Red Nose. Don't ever laugh at the captain's nose. I won't. And don't tell anyone that I told you. Okay.
I don't know if I feel anything.
Well, I know for sure now. As long as Tiny Nose is telling the truth, I'm certain of what that energy is. It's calling us out. Isn't it exciting? Hidden within the darkness, consumed by rage. Don't you get it? That's the reason why they couldn't find him. I can, of course, let it loose if I really wanted to. What I'm about to show you may seem like fantasy, but that fantasy might get you killed. What do you want to do? Well, I want to fight that guy. That's what I want to do. Now, Red Nose is a boss. He's our first boss. He's a very low-level boss, but still a boss nonetheless. So, what you have to do, place that the Black Spirit tells us to go to, okay? Now, normally you'll have a scroll in your inventory to summon the boss. Should you fail to defeat Red Nose, you can retry the quest. You have to cancel it and accept it again. But you have to get rid of the summon scroll that you have that's in your inventory in order to do it. So we are going to go ahead and accept it. Now if we look in our inventory, you will see that this is the scroll right here. And what it's going to do is allow us to interact with the dark portal. We don't have to actually click on the scroll when we get there. We just need to have the scroll in our inventory ready to use. And you can get scrolls for other bosses and such in other ways, not just through questing. So let's go over to where he is. Or as to say, where the dark portal is. Now, before you click on the dark portal, it's always a good idea to make sure you've trained any skills, if you want to take any kind of buffs, anything like that, that you get all of that going. So I am going to do that real quick. And so what you want to do is come up to the location until it says you can interact. Here we go. The black energy is swirling violently. Investigate the portal. Concentrated energy gushes out. Okay, there he is. Go. Got him. And he's being sucked back down into the dark portal. Very cool. Now if we hit our right mouse button, talk to the black spirit again. Oh, well done! I knew you could defeat Red Nose. Fear not. What's worse that can happen other than dying, right? Okay. So we are going to go and speak to the quest turn in. And I have a feeling that, yeah, he's right over here. And once we get over here, I want to make sure I'm safe because I have to pick up another quest from the Dark Spirit, and you can't get interrupted. I'll take myself out of combat for the moment and see what else he had to say to me. Oh, he's going to give me another inventory slot. Fantastic. That. And let's speak to Cliff.
We finally defeated Red Nose, our mortal enemy.
I was so surprised when Uno told me you just took off. Your bravery is commendable. Immediately after I talked to Uno, I put some forces together to break through the steel imps and tracked you here, but you are really extraordinary. It's amazing that you were able to defeat that ferocious Red Nose so quickly. Your name will be remembered forever throughout history.
We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
Okay, now he's going to send us to another area. Uno told me about you. He said you have some kind of illness. I happen to know someone who may be able to help. He's a famous alchemist. You should go introduce yourself to him. I'll return to the camp and drive out the rest of the imps and prepare to fall back. If only the Lord recommended someone like you sooner. Please disregard what I said. It's not important. Oh, I almost forgot. It's about that Tiny Nose inside the Imp Cave. He's small, but he definitely helped us out. There's a place called Logia Farm on the way to Velia, and I heard that they're in need of some help. Could you go there and tell them about Tiny Nose? He might be better off living in Logia Farm. Oh, okay. I think you're right. I think I will do that for you, sir. Thank you very much for that idea. So we need to go to
Your name
Logia
will
Farm.
surely go down in history alongside the mighty cliff.
And now if we click on his chat, he gives us a Balanos defense token. It said, we'd like to thank you for your contribution if you bring this token to me. I'll exchange it for contribution. So,
It's astonishing how
he has
easily
given
you
us a
manage
token.
to
Now,
defeat
we now
Red
have 4
Nose.
tokens. You have to have 5 tokens before you get anything from him, though. So hold on to those. And next time you go back to the camp, which is where we're going to head now, because we have unfinished business back at the Western Guard camp. So I need to get to the road. Okay, here we are back at the camp. Now, one main reason I wanted to come back here is I have a horse in this stable, and I want to ride the horse to the next location. So I needed to come back here. If you do not get a horse as a gift, then you don't need to worry about it, at least for that part of it. But if you look at the mini map, and I stand here and I circle around, you see a couple of question marks. Those are people that I have not spoken to yet and opened up for knowledge. And it's very important before you leave here that you speak to everybody that you can. So we have now spoken with everybody. And I think that's all that we are going to do today. Thank you for joining me today, everybody. Please give me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and hope to see you next time. Take care, all. Bye-bye now.